Welcome to A Taste of AZ podcast. Before we get into today's episode, we want to announce that A Taste of AZ magazine will be switching to a paid subscription starting on January 1st, 2024. Until then, you can visit us at atasteofaz.com/subscribe and name your price for the entire 2024 magazine year. You'll get 4 issues for whatever price you decide, and they will each arrive at the beginning of the quarter. With that said, don't forget to subscribe to our email newsletter, and let's jump into today's episode.
We are here at the Chandler location of Over Easy, right?
Yeah, I-10 Ray Road, Chandler.
Yeah.
So initially, I think we thought, we were referring to it as Ahwatukee, but on this side of the freeway, we were corrected. This is Chandler.
The Ahwatukee people were like, no.
Yeah, that's right.
Not Ahwatukee.
Ahwatukee proud. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I always get confused about this area too, right? Because is this Tempe? Is it Chandler, Gilbert? Or we were just talking a second ago about how, we both live up north.
Yep.
You're in Queen Creek. So this is a journey for all three of us. So
yes.
Cheers to you guys for making the drive. Thanks
for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
So, do you guys want to let's start off with you guys introducing yourselves and just what is your role at Over Easy? Let's start with you.
My name is Jeff Turpay. I am owner-operator of Over Easy. Been with the company for 10 years. So right now I run the Queen Creek location, which is on Rittenhouse and Ocotillo.
Okay.
Have you been out there before?
I've been in that area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Driven past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually my first visit to an Over Easy. I've heard about you guys. I've heard great things about you guys. See media coverage of you guys. So it was really cool. Erica from Mac Media, your PR company, connected with us, and I was glad that she set this up. So,
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. So this is my first location, or this is my first.
Well, welcome.
This coffee is my first taste of Over Easy. So so far so good.
We use pressed coffee.
Oh, nice.
Pressed coffee.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So I think that was in 2014.
Okay.
We, Alex, the owner of Press, I think you worked with Alex before.
Yeah.
as well.
Cardinal.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We teamed up with him, and they made a special blend just for Over Easy. So you can only get this coffee here at Over Easy.
Nice. All locations.
All the locations.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. It's a really good coffee too. It's got a little something to it. It's not super light, but it's not overly, So that's my coffee review of Over Easy. And who are you, and what is your role with Over Easy?
Justin Woodard, culinary director for the company.
Okay.
Relatively new. I'm coming up on a year, actually. So brought me on not too long ago, to kind of help grow the brand and, bring, some more breakfast to the Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like breakfast.
Who doesn't?
Food. I know, right? Yeah. So, where did this whole thing start? Like, what is the beginning of Over Easy?
So the beginning would be in 2008. We had the single location, Arcadia, the Arcadia location.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So just the one location. Chef Aaron May was the founder, the original owner.
Okay.
And he had his lunch and his nighttime spots. He wanted Over Easy just to be a good breakfast place that was just open for breakfast, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And that's it, just breakfast. Didn't want to bring in lunch or dinner. And just that one location, it did really well. We were on TV on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives on the Food Network.
Nice.
The place became very, very popular. And we reached out to Aaron May later that year, and we were like, let's open up a few more locations. So we convinced him to open up the Mesa location, East Mesa, and then Gilbert and Warner location. So, and then after that, we had the Paradise Valley location. So popping them up all over the valley.
Yeah.
Now
You guys sound
11.
very, very persuasive then.
Yeah, we've been doing restaurants for 30 years. So I'm 37 years old.
Okay.
I've been doing restaurants for 20 years.
Gotcha.
Since
Wow.
I was like 16.
Yeah.
And so we've been doing breakfast for a long time. I mean, on the weekends when I was in high school and my friends were staying out late and partying, not me. I went to bed early because I had to be in the kitchen at 6 a.m. on a Saturday and a Sunday. So breakfast is what I do best. Been doing it for a long time.
Okay.
We love it. A lot of fun. Get to talk to people every day. It's awesome.
Yeah, and usually what I've gained so I used to be like a night person, like a night owl, right? I would stay up late, sleep till like 11, 12 o'clock. My wife was she's always been a morning person, so she's slowly converted me. And I've noticed that people are a lot nicer and cooler in the morning, right? As the sun goes down, like, you know, she always says nothing good happens after midnight, and then it went to like 10 p.m. and then it's like after dark. So she's like, nothing good happens good after dark, you know. So, but breakfast is a different world. It is. It's got some good positive energy to it. Everybody still has hope in the morning, right?
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
New day, new dawn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so are you from Arizona?
Yes, I'm a native.
Okay.
I'm from Mesa.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so your family had restaurants growing up, or did
You know
just
what?
you working in them?
No, my parents, my family, they were not in the restaurant business.
Okay.
Not at all. We were teenagers and we grew up close to a restaurant that was right by our house.
Okay.
And we knew those owners. And when we were 15 years old, they kind of, we were regulars at the breakfast spot. And they kind of hooked us up with a job as dishwashers, busboys.
Sure.
Learned how to cook. And from there, we really loved the atmosphere. We loved the hours. We kept it going into servers and into management and decided to open up our own place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Over Easy was the first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you decided you're like, okay, enough working in the places. I'm going to run a place. Yeah.
Exactly.
And how'd you connect with Aaron? How's that connection made?
That was in 2008. We've seen the episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah.
Like, this is an awesome breakfast spot. So we went to go check it out. We had breakfast there. It was super busy. We didn't even have time to see Aaron or talk to Aaron. But after having the food and seeing the cool vibe, the cool atmosphere, we thought, man, this would be awesome to team up with Aaron. So our partner, Ryan, had a separate meeting with Aaron later.
Okay.
And we made it work.
Gotcha. At one of his evening places, probably over drinks, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
So you guys started to open up spots, and how do you decide where's the next location of Over Easy going to be? Because I've seen places that tend to stay in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
I've seen places that tend to like scatter throughout the valley or the state. So how did you start deciding? All right, here's where we're going to open next spots.
I would say we're a big family-friendly restaurant, right?
Okay.
So we want to be in the neighborhoods.
Sure.
We want to be where the younger generation is. A lot of families, a lot of kids. So Gilbert, Mesa, Queen Creek, ton of growth out there.
Sure.
Ton of growth.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff coming up out there. One of my favorite breweries, Old Ellsworth in Queen Creek.
Love it. Yeah.
Good guys, good folks that run that place.
Yeah.
So where do you even start? I guess Aaron probably already had a menu set, right? For the most part.
Yeah, definitely. The Phoenix location and the Scottsdale location. And that was kind of it. He's never even been to the East Valley, and it was kind of our idea.
At all?
Yeah, it was our idea. We know how busy the East Valley is,
Yeah.
and we knew it would do really well.
Yeah.
And so, the Mesa location's been around for almost 10 years.
Okay.
And the Gilbert location's been around for 10 years, so it's a long time, breakfast place running.
Heck yeah. People are always looking for a good place to have breakfast, right? And typically it's a place that has breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? And it's not the specialty. So I think it's cool that this is the specialty here.
Yep.
What about your background, Justin? Like, where are you from? Arizona?
I might as well be.
Okay.
I'm coming up, on 30 years, but I kind of was a part of that growth in the 90s. I moved here with my parents and I think 1989 or 90.
Okay. Yeah.
From Seattle originally.
Okay.
So I'm an adopted son, I would say.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think I started cooking. I was cooking as a kid. I was always hovering in the kitchen when my grandmother was cooking and my great grandmother. So I kind of had an affinity for it at a very young age. Yeah. So I just kind of kept it going. I think once I got to college, I did what everybody did and kind of pivoted a little bit. Said, hey, I don't want to do what I'm currently doing. So
which was what
I was in criminal justice at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was working my way through law enforcement, and then after a little while, I thought, this really isn't a good fit for me. I'm not passionate about it. I could do it for sure, but I just wanted to get to that point where I could spend the rest of my life, going to work happy and so that's kind of where it started. And then I went to culinary school and kind of just got the foundation going. And
here in Arizona?
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to at the time a Scottsdale Culinary Institute, which turned into Le Cordon Bleu.
Yeah.
So I went there and did well. It was great, good experience. And then from there, just kind of started sticking my foot in the door anywhere I could that I felt like I wanted to work and get experience. Got some time with Bo McMillan, which was great.
Nice.
Got to travel the world a little bit and see some cuisines across the cultures, which was really, really good. And just kind of fueled that fire a little bit. So but I think professionally as a chef, about 20 years or so now at this point.
Okay. That's interesting you say too, and I don't know exactly how it works because I've been on the in the back of the house, actually both sides of it, but I mean at big chains, right? I was a fry cook at Chili's, and then I was like a bartender at Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
All good stuff.
But I'm a huge fan of the like I grew up, my grandmother, same thing. She had a restaurant in our small town in Ohio, so I always grew up around my grandmother cooking, my mom cooking, but it's an interesting thing because, the more I read about it and read about people's experiences, they talk about, not avoiding the money, but like almost like choosing the jobs that you want to do to gain the
absolutely.
Like you're not going to you're almost kind of held back by a big salary sometimes, right? That was something I read in the Anthony Bourdain book, Kitchen Confidential.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's like he was kind of stuck to the salary, right? Because he was making really good money, but he was not getting the experience with the awesome chefs.
Yeah.
So it kind of sounds like that's what you experienced.
Same path, and everybody's experience is different depending on where they go and who they want to work with. But, for me, I was a little bit older. I didn't start cooking professionally until I was probably in my early 20s.
Okay.
So I got to pick and choose, as I thought I wanted to learn from certain individuals, and I did sacrifice a lot. A lot. I mean, and I had kids at the time, and it's difficult to live that lifestyle when you're making such a minimal wage and trying to raise a family, and but also doing something that you love, knowing that eventually, hopefully, I'll get to where I can support a family. So it really truly is a labor of love. It's not just passion. For me, it was like this is just who I am. It's a part of my makeup. It's a part of my bones.
Yeah.
And so I kind of you have to fight through it. It's like any other profession, right? You get out of medical school, you got to do a residency. You got to spend 4, 5, 6, 7 years before you can call yourself, hey, I'm an actual doctor. Same thing with being a chef. So it was painful for a little while, but you got to stay the course and continue to push and grow and learn, and eventually it kind of all works itself out.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, how did this happen then? How did you get connected with Over Easy?
Oh, it was great. It wasn't like I went and applied and said, hey, I'd like to work here. I got to know the owners before that happened really well.
This guy here, including this
including Jeff. Yeah, Jeff and his brother and Jared and his brother. We just made a connection probably a year before I actually started working here.
Okay.
And breakfast was not ever in my wheelhouse. Brunch for sure.
Okay.
But I was a night owl as well. I was the chef that was there till 10, 11 o'clock at night, showing up again at 7, 8 in the morning. So I was an all-day grinder.
Yeah.
And at first I started thinking about, when you're talking about the job, it was a little foreign to me. I'm like, so our day's over at 2:30? What am I supposed to do? There's got to be something else there. So, eventually I thought, hey, I love breakfast too, and it's something I've never done professionally. I want to give it a shot, and see if maybe I can impart some of what I've learned and then take on, what they've learned. And, it ended up being a perfect match for both of us. So it's been going really well. I love the schedule. I have my nights free to hang out with my daughters, and it's good.
Awesome.
It's a good life, and for me at this point in my career, balance is everything.
Sure.
Everything: diet, work, home life, all is well.
We all. I feel like we're all around the same. I might be a little older than you guys. I'm 44, right? But you're in your.
I'm 45.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You look good, man. You look good. Yeah.
Surprising for as many years I've been in the kitchen.
You've done a good job of that balance, man.
Good genes, I guess.
But I feel like as we're getting older, it's you're understanding the things that are. First of all, we can't do the things that we used to do, right?
No,
you can't
absolutely.
stay out late all night. I have to. It takes me 3 days to recover. If I get 7 hours of sleep instead of 8. But no, that's great. That's what it's all about, right? It's that balance, and you sacrifice, right, with that goal of hoping the goal is to sacrifice now so that later you have that balance and you
Absolutely.
get to do what you love and you have a great family life and you have all of those things.
Absolutely.
You can have it all, right? You just, you know,
Why
sometimes
not?
you
You
got
got to put in a little work.
Yeah, exactly.
No good deed goes unpunished, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So, what is your role then as, you know, because I assume each place has their own chef in charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so as corporate executive chef, is that what the official title is?
Culinary director.
Okay.
But essentially the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
I think corporate executives kind of have multiple concepts. You know, culinary director is, sorry, I had that switched. Corporate executive usually has one concept. You know,
Yeah.
with us, we have some other restaurants up north as well in the company. So,
Okay.
you know, my goal for Over Easy is, you know, continuity throughout the brand.
Okay.
Making sure that you have the same experience in Queen Creek as you do at Awatuki.
Sure.
Sorry, Chandler.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's difficult. It's not easy
Yeah.
to do. You think it would be, but you know, I admire that, you know, every chef has their spin, and, you know, every GM has, you know, there's a different feel when you walk into the restaurant for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as the food and the service, it should be the same. So that's sort of the day-to-day there, and, you know, and then obviously we help develop, you know, new recipes and specials, and, you know, I'm constantly R&D, you know, just trying to find out new things, you know, maybe more efficient ways of doing things.
Yeah.
You know, as things increase and prices increase at every corner, you know, it
Sure.
becomes increasingly difficult. So,
Yeah.
so, you know, a lot of that, you know, we don't do a whole lot of menu changes. We feel really good about the product that we serve. But, you know, I'm a chef.
Yeah.
You know, like to have fun sometimes.
So, tell me about some of the things you guys have here. Let me look at this menu.
Yeah, like he was saying, a big chunk of this menu is original from 2008.
Okay.
Like when you talk about the chicken fried steak, the ham steak,
yeah.
you know, classic 2-egg breakfast, chicken and waffles. It's all exactly the same from 2008. But
as seen on TV. So these were the ones that actually were featured on Diners,
Yeah.
Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I think it's really cool too how you have like it's featured. Like this was featured on Triple D. This was in TLC Best Food Ever,
Yep.
chicken and waffle.
Yeah, so
we keep
more
it
than
going.
one TV show.
You what?
More than one TV show.
Yeah, yeah.
We're on 3 different TV shows.
Golden waffle dogs. That sounds. And then
Yeah.
I saw you a vanilla waffle batter. Dang.
Yeah, we have some of those coming for you in a little bit.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. I mentioned the right one then.
Yeah.
So this is kind of pretty much the original menu then. Yeah.
There's a lot of original items on here, yeah. But it's grown. It's a couple pages long. It's definitely grown.
Well,
But,
I think we take a lot of pride in, you know, having, you know, keeping something on the menu that long isn't easy.
Sure.
You know, because you always want to change with the times and evolve, but ultimately when something's that good,
Yeah.
why mess with it?
For sure.
So we just try to fill in the gaps where we can and continue to, you know, to develop new things as needed. But, you know, we're a scratch kitchen. I think we always, as long as I'm around, we always will be.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a big point of pride for us.
And a scratch kitchen is like everything that you have back
make
there is
everything
made.
in-house.
Everything.
Everything.
From dressings to ketchup and
Absolutely.
all that stuff. Yeah.
All the way across the board.
Yeah. Including the vanilla waffle batter, I assume.
Absolutely. And that's fat-free and sugar-free as well. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
That's not.
I was like, dang, how'd you do that, man? That's impressive.
Haven't crossed that bridge yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, good stuff. You know, I mean, we've got a really good mix of, you know, some light offerings and, you know, all the way to the over the top, you know, waffle dogs and chicken fried steak.
Yeah. Biscuits and gravy.
Good
Man,
stuff.
You can't go wrong with
No,
biscuits and gravy.
cannot.
It's almost like pizza. I don't know if I've ever had a bad biscuits and gravy, right?
You know, I've used that euphemism many times
Really?
over the years that even bad pizza is good pizza.
Exactly.
You know, It's
Exactly.
the same thing with a lot of the breakfast foods. You know,
Yeah.
it's just good stuff.
So what are some of your favorite things to we'll start with you, Jeff. What are some of your favorite things to eat? Like if you're in one of your, you know, I'm sure you eat at your spot a lot.
I do.
What are some of your favorites?
Definitely a day like today where I'm not grinding and not working hard, where I'm sitting down like acting like a customer.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable.
Okay.
Chicken and waffles.
Oh,
it's 100%
okay.
maple syrup.
Okay.
Real grade A maple syrup. The orange juice here, fresh squeeze. So we have a machine right over there. We squeeze 7 oranges into a glass.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
nice.
7 oranges into a glass. We do over 1,000 oranges a week.
We go through a
Really
lot of
good
oranges.
stuff.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, every week it changes for me. I was telling someone this morning the chili quiles, probably my favorite item on the menu.
Which are like kind of like the corn chips, right?
Yeah.
With stuff on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your, carnitas on there, get a little ranchero, tomatillo, whatever you like, and then we throw some cheese on there and bring it all together.
Yeah.
Top it with some eggs of your choice. It's a good dish. It's very
Yeah.
popular.
Customers ask me what my favorite item is on the menu. Every week it changes.
Yeah.
I don't say the same thing.
Sure.
But I'm being honest, though.
Yeah, no, that's great though. Yeah, because you could be like, I like the fillet, the tomahawk eggs.
Yeah. The steak and eggs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's interesting with the chicken and waffles. It's a blend of hot sauce and
Yep.
so that's all. It's all as one.
So we give 100% maple syrup
Yep.
with little hot sauce on the side.
Okay.
We just throw a couple drops of hot sauce in there, mix it up, pour it right
Yeah.
on top of the chicken and waffles.
Ooh, I like that combo. I like mixing stuff up like that.
Salty, hot, sweet.
Heck yeah. What about you, Justin? What do you like off this menu?
Well, I'm getting old, so my
Our metabolisms are slowing down. Is that what you're saying?
so I have to kind of pick and choose. I'd love to go for the chicken fried steak, but I have to minimize that as much as I can. It's difficult at times, but my guilty pleasure, my favorite is probably the protein pancakes.
Okay.
I love the quinoa and the pecans and it's such a good solid dish. It's nice and crispy on the outside, and then just I love those. Those are my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
But other than that, I try to keep it clean and just eat some egg whites and a little chicken, a little avocado on the side, just here and there. But if I'm being honest, I probably go for that protein waffle.
What
protein cakes.
if you had the metabolism of when you were 25?
Chicken fried steak, no question. Maybe the corned beef hash as well. Yeah.
Reese's
stare at-
pancakes.
The what?
Reese's pancakes.
Reese's pancakes?
Yeah. M&M pancakes, Reese's pancakes.
Man, where are those at? I don't see those.
Those are breakfast cakes.
It's an add-on.
Yeah, it's an add-on.
Ah,
Yeah.
secret menu
M&Ms
type
and
of thing.
Yeah.
chocolate chips. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
And the kids menu.
Oh, it's on the kids menu too. Okay.
We don't have that here.
Okay. This is incredible as I'm looking through all this stuff. But what really to me impresses me is this first page, right? This side here, daytime cocktails.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's speaking my language right there.
Right.
I mean, once again, as we get older, though, like my daytime cocktails are much more limited because I have a drink at lunch or brunch or breakfast. Sure. I'm sleeping by 3 o'clock. Right.
Easy.
Same.
Lights out.
But tell me about some of this. I mean, because you have a mimosa flight, you have Bloody Marys, espresso martini. I saw a local beer on that one.
Yeah,
you had there.
couple beers.
Yeah. Mother Road Daily Driver. Love Mother Road. One of our favorites. So tell me about the cocktails a little bit.
Yeah, so I'd say the mimosas. Everybody comes for mimosas.
Yeah.
Breakfast and mimosas. We use fresh squeezed orange juice, so 2 ounces of orange juice mixed with the champagne. Delicious.
Yeah.
We also have 6 other flavors as well. So next would be the Bloody Marys.
And you, real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you can get those mimosas on a flight as
Yes,
well.
on a
so
flight.
not just an individual mimosa, a whole flight of them.
A flight,
See a lot of those
sampler.
flights going out every weekend.
Yeah.
They're
So
very Instagrammable too.
They are. They are.
4 different flavors: kiwi, raspberry, strawberry, mango, guava, peach, fresh squeezed OJ. Or some customers just do no flavor.
Yeah.
Straight champagne.
The original mimosa, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorites. I don't know if how you implement this into the menu, but I don't know if you ever had Trader Joe's almond champagne.
I don't think I have.
It's
No.
incredible. It is
Wow.
so good. Yeah, like it's. I don't know exactly how the almonds are implemented in it, but it just has. It's less of the dry kind of the typically champagne.
Sure.
It makes it a little bit sweeter. Try it. Next
trip.
time you guys are at Trader Joe's, look
What
for
do you
the
mix it
almond.
with?
Orange juice.
Oh, yeah.
Any type of juice, yeah.
Nice.
But it's more about the champagne because then I have other ones that have other types of champagne and I still like them. But man, there's something about that almond champagne that, yeah. So if you guys ever put that on the menu, we can partner up. A taste of
Okay.
AC mimosa, yeah.
We'll put a little tag on the bottom of the menu.
Heck yeah.
Inspired by.
As seen, right? We could be up here on the TV as seen
There
on the
you
Taste
go.
of AZ.
Do it.
Adult chocolate milk.
Oof. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that on a menu. What is that?
So it's dough ball whiskey.
Okay.
Have you seen dough
No.
ball whiskey?
That's not the peanut butter, is it?
Cookie dough.
Oh.
Cookie dough flavored whiskey.
What?
And so what could we were thinking like what could we mix that with?
Yeah.
And chocolate milk, the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the adult chocolate milk.
And we drizzle a little of that chocolate on the inside of the glass, and it's fantastic. It looks like an old school mudslide, or
Okay.
like
Yeah.
TGI Friday style. Almost.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Nice. I mean, that's what I think is cool about this place is you've got the classics, right? You've got the the mimosa, the Bloody Marys, but adult chocolate milk, never seen that before on a menu.
Me neither.
I love that, right? And spiked chai with tequila crema.
Oh, that's great. That's another one of my favorites. Yeah. I love chai anyway. And throw a little booze in there.
Heck yes.
What's not to like
Yeah,
about
you got your vodka drinks. You got one drink with gin. You got a drink with whiskey, which would be the Georgia peach.
Okay.
So you got a little bit of everything on there.
Yeah.
You want some spice, you're going to want to go for the Bloody Kicker.
Okay.
Jalapeno vodka with some horseradish vodka.
Ooh.
The Bloody Mary mix. We do a little pickle, lemon, lime, strip of bacon. We bake our bacon, so we throw fresh bacon right on top of it.
Nice.
And a salted rim.
Heck yeah. And Arcadia vodka, is that Oso? Or Arcadia...
That is Oso.
Oso,
yes.
okay, I thought so. Yeah, that's really cool that you guys use Oso as well. And I've noticed that, like, their local, you got Mother Road, you have the Four Peaks Joy Bus, the Wow Wheat, the Arcadia. It's really cool, your implementation of local beverages.
Absolutely.
Sunday Driver, once again, Mother Road, love those guys.
Yep. Love to keep it local.
Yeah. Impress Coffee. What about food sort? Like, what do you guys work with? Any local food purveyors, farmers?
Absolutely.
Stuff
yeah,
like
we're
that?
all local. Yeah,
Okay.
we keep everything close to the chest here. I think it kind of keeps us where we are as people. We're local guys. We're a local group. It makes sense for us to try to stay within that realm as much as we can.
Absolutely.
But 95% of the time, it's everything local.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff around here.
A
lot of good, like,
lots of
providers.
farmland. Yeah, lots of good purveyors.
Yep.
So we try to keep that going forward.
Excellent. Let's take a quick break to get a message in.
We want to announce that A Taste of AZ magazine will be switching to a paid subscription starting on January 1st, 2024. Until then, you can visit us at atasteofaz.com/subscribe and name your price for the entire 2024 magazine year. You'll get 4 issues for whatever price you decide, and they will each arrive at the beginning of the quarter.
I was geeking out about the cocktails and all that stuff, so when I have a driver set up, I'm going to have to come down here and get a good brunch going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were talking about using local purveyors, local food, working with farmers. And I hope this doesn't sound wrong, or come off wrong, but with a brand that's as polished as this is, and as many locations there are, do you guys ever kind of deal with, like, not saying that you're not mom and pop, but not mom and pop, but like more of kind of like, this is too polished, this is too awesome to be local type of thing? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fair assessment. At some point, people just assume that you get too big to really care about your community, and not that brands do that necessarily, but
Sure.
I could understand that perception. But for us, that's not something that ever really crosses our mind, because kind of what Jeff said earlier about putting specific locations into specific communities, is a lot of thought goes into that.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, where can we go next? It's like, no, we've been thinking about this area.
Yeah.
Is there something available?
Yeah.
So, and sometimes it's timing. We got to wait for something to open up that's a good fit for Over Easy. So I think a lot of time is spent to continue to develop that type of culture. That's not something that any of us are interested in ever getting away from.
Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah, we don't feel big at all because we're just in Arizona.
Yeah.
And if you look at the size of this place, it's not huge, right?
Yeah.
So we definitely don't feel big at all.
Yeah.
11 locations is a lot, but no, we're
right, it
we're
doesn't
6
feel
a.m. to
big
2
at
p.m.
It's weird. You wouldn't think so, but
Yeah.
I guess it's because we're so connected daily. I mean, we talk daily to everybody.
Yeah.
As much as possible. So it does keep us, keeps our finger on the pulse with everybody. So
Yeah.
he's right. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So we develop a lot of regular customers that walk in here right at 6:30, have their cup of coffee. And some of these regular customers that just walk on over, like, they think this is the only location. They don't really know that we have a bunch of them. So
Sure.
it feels like a mom and pop shop to them.
Yeah. And it is. Like, it absolutely is. I mean, and it's like, so craft beer is kind of my background, right? And it's almost like music, right? When you get to a certain level of popularity, people are like, that's like, wait.
Now they know about my brand.
Yeah. Wait, that's the definition of success, right?
Sure.
Looking polished and having the systems in place and all that. I mean, that's what you work towards, towards getting. Sure. So I think it's awesome when you get when you have a spot like like Over Easy that is, I mean, there's consistency across the board. It looks incredible, right? It's very well thought out, and it's just awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I can't keep. I got to turn that over. Keep looking at the Mother Road beer. So what's the future? What's the future hold for Over Easy? Like, where do you guys see yourselves in the next few years?
So the near future is just about 3 or 4 weeks away. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. We've got some growth plans, pretty aggressive growth plans actually. And we're looking at Deer Valley here probably 3 weeks from now, give or take.
Deer Valley, like where at Deer Valley?
67th and Deer Valley.
Okay, that's kind of close to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not too far. It's about 20 minutes from my place. But that's our next venture. We've got a couple more behind that as well.
Nice.
And then probably some more in 24 and 25.
Yeah, nice. All planned for the Valley.
Yes.
Anything beyond, like looking at Flagstaff, Prescott, Tucson,
I think
anything
so.
like that?
I think there's been preliminary discussions about going south and going back up north again. We have restaurants up there currently.
Okay.
So we may entertain expanding that market for sure. But I think our focus right now is to continue to build the brand and put them in every corner of every neighborhood is within reason.
Yeah.
And expose it as much as possible.
I dig it. Now you say other restaurants. Like there's other things under your guys' ownership that is not Over Easy.
Correct.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. You want to talk about those at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So up in Flagstaff, the couple sister restaurants. There is Taverna Mediterranean Grill.
Okay.
That's one of the before 2008. That's the first restaurant that the partners opened up.
Okay.
That's the very first restaurant before they got into breakfast. And then they have the Mayor, which is like a college vibes, a little restaurant bar right in the middle,
upscale bar,
right in the middle of NAU.
Okay, I've heard of the Mayor. I've heard good things about the
Yeah.
Mayor. Yeah, I haven't been there yet. I always stick to right downtown. Like if I can walk to it, that's where I'm going.
I think for the most part. Flagstaff's small, so.
Yeah. I get lazy though, right? I'm like, oh man, it's all the way over there,
Yeah.
But okay, go ahead. So.
Yes, the Mayor, and then Oakmont.
Okay.
It's at Continental Country Club.
Okay.
A golf course just east of downtown.
I think I've been there.
Are you a golfer?
No. But I'm thinking, is that where they had is that where the Blues Festival is?
I think it is.
Yeah?
It might be.
Okay. Really cool, like...
it's right on the golf course.
I was going to say...
Big patio.
Yeah, huge patio. Kind of opens up to the east, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm pretty sure. I think we did a podcast for the Flagstaff Blues Festival with the girl who puts it on at that spot. But anyways, so wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so Taverna, the Mayor, Oakmont.
Yeah.
And then we have an Over Easy up there as well.
Oh, nice.
Does really well.
Yeah.
Close to NAU, close to the campus.
Okay. Serving the college crowd. I like it.
Breakfast for everyone.
Yeah. Absolutely. And any other ones like in the Valley under that?
Nope. In the Valley, just Over Easies.
Yeah. Plenty of them, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. To keep you guys busy. Well, guys, thanks so much for having us in. I think we're going to be able to, you're going to let us take some photos and stuff of some of this stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Some of the dishes. What do you got coming out for us?
We have the golden waffle dogs. It's funny.
Okay.
That's the first thing you saw. Yeah, golden waffle dogs. That's another one that you want to put a little blend of hot sauce.
Okay.
A couple drops right in your syrup.
Ooh.
So those are sausage links that are griddled, dipped in our vanilla waffle batter.
Yeah.
Deep fried, golden brown. Very good.
Wow.
It's kind of like a carnival food.
Okay. Like
Very
a corn
good.
dog kind of.
Looks like a corn dog.
Yeah. But it's better because it has sausage and waffles.
Yeah.
Instead of just a
course.
hot dog. Yeah. Nice. What else did you have in mind?
We'll bring out a couple dishes for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll load the table up and let you guys have at it, take some pictures, try some good food. And
Excellent.
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Food
guys,
makes everybody happy.
Thanks for having us in.
Happy to
this
have
is
you.
Great sitting down with you guys. And once again, special shout out to Mac Media for your PR company for setting this all up. Erica. So thank you guys. And how do people find you? Like, what's the website? How do they find you on social media?
It's going to be, the website's eat@overeasy.com. Social media is at eat@overeasy.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook. Instagram is pretty awesome. There's a lot of cool pictures. I mean, you wake up and you see a picture of banana nut French toast, and it's like, you want to go straight to Overeasy.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I was looking at it, and I was like, all right, I'm pretty excited to go to this place.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
You guys are busy. Thanks for taking the time out. And yeah, I'm about ready to eat till I sweat.
Yeah.
So.
Hope you're hungry.